Good morning, everybody. It's 4 a.m. and I don't have a clue why I am up. My name is Harry Jacobs. I am the North of 60 Gamer, and this is the North of 60 Gaming channel. And I had this brilliant idea this morning, and I think I just had to get it off the brain. And I thought, I do a lot about unboxings, and we do a playthrough, and we do our coffee and Kickstarters. But one thing I don't do is, you're a new gamer. You come to my channel. You go, hey, I got a game. But what do I do with it when I get it to the table and open it up and I don't show you that in an unboxing? So I'm going to show you some of the things that I use to organize games just to help you get through your unboxing. Because one of the tricks in the game that I like is you want a pretty fast setup. I mean, the last thing you want to do is spend 30 minutes setting up a game that takes 30 minutes to play. Now, I will tell you that the bigger the game, the longer the setup, and it's always easier to have a more organized game box. But for some games, I'll give you a few tricks where I've used them, and show you some of what I use in a box. So, without further ado, let's go down to my table. I'm going to show you a few things. It's going to be a short video, unless I talk a lot, in which case then it might be long. But for now, let's go down to the table. So I have no particular agenda this morning. You can see I am Harry Jacobs. Here's my North of 60. This isn't from Inked Gaming. And I had this made special for me. And I really love it. Looks like somebody spilled some dirt on it. Oh my God. Okay. Anyway, so you've got a new game. It's sitting on your table. We're pretending here because I do have some new games that are not sitting on my table here. But how do we organize it? Okay, I've opened the box. I've looked at the rules. I've checked out the components on all the stocks of cardboard. And now what do? Now, normally, in most games, unless you're really, really lucky with some of the really nice games like Vindication and Dwellings of Elder Vale and things like that, where they give you these beautiful game nerds trays and things. Endeavor is another good one. They have really great storage solutions. For the most part, your storage solutions are going to sit in here. Now, if you're part of Board Game Revolution, you'll notice that I have a bag of bags. I keep my bags from game to game if I don't use them all, just because they do come in handy for separating and organizing your games. They come in many different sizes. Some of these are just baggies, but there's a pretty standard size. You can put cards in here, you can put bits in here. Every game comes with them. In fact, FFG loves their bags because that is the only storage solution they offer. But you can see I got ones for small, medium size. I got bigger ones. So this is one of the ways that you can sort your cardboard, and there's a bunch of bags. Not my preferable way, but I do use them. I can separate decks in these types and this, like that. So it's important to understand that you will collect a bag of bags as you organize your game. Another great product that I really like, and no, I don't have shares in that company, is what they call the Geekbox. There it is. There it is. Geekbox. These are really simple to use, inexpensive, and it's just a clear plastic container. And they come off, and you can actually sit it like this. So if you're looking to put your bits in a game and you're in the box, you can just open, and you've got all your bits out. I use them in a number of games. It works really well in It's a Wonderful World. I can set that board up in about 3 minutes because all the bits fit nicely on the board that they give you, and I just go bang, 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 deal out the cards, and we were playing within 4 or 5 minutes. So there's a nice alternative to storage solution. There are others. You can buy game trays and stores from your local stores, but these tend to be the sort of a cheap solution when you can find them. Another great solution is go to your fishing tackle area within your store and buy a PlayDoh box. This is generally the size I use for most games. I have used bigger and I have used small. I have some games that are in big PlayDoh boxes because they just outgrew their box, and it made sense to put them in a PlayDoh box. This one's the standard size. It fits in most standard 12 by 12 game boxes. I usually cut that off. As you can see, I can open it up, and you've got these things that you can make the compartments whatever size you need, and this is very handy. And typically, PlayDoh boxes run, depending on the side, a couple bucks, $4 or $5. This usually runs around $4. So for the same price, this organizes nicely. The disadvantage of this really is it's kind of a pain, picking up bits and stuff in there. And I tend not to use them anymore because I've gone to the Geekboxes. But this is a great solution for bits. It's cheap. You can go to I was going to say Canadian Tire if you're Canadian, but probably a Target or a Walmart and pick up a PlayDoh box. Another alternative to a PlayDoh box, I'll just pull that out, are these. These I bought. I don't remember the website, but I've seen them on Amazon. These are Bithole. It's a counter holders for war games. I used to get these in the boxes in the 60s and 70s. I still use these. I bought about a dozen of them, and they don't always fit in the box, but when they do, it is incredible. And I'm using it in Enchanters, and it holds all the bits nicely, and all they have to do is go, it's on the table. So this could help you organize your game. They're fairly inexpensive. I think I spent $36 for 12 of them, including the lid. There's the lid, fits nicely over it. It's another great storage solution. So you're organizing your game. It's great. Another thing to keep in mind is whether you're going to, I'm not telling you to sleeve or not to sleeve, but there's always the controversy. Here's a couple of sizes. These aren't I don't believe any of these are the standard Magic size. I think that one is. So there's different kinds. The Sleeve King is I like the Sleeve King sleeves. They're a nice alternative to penny sleeves. They tend to be a bit heavier. I think they're 60 microns. The premium sleeves usually run around 90 microns, and the penny sleeves are like 40 microns. So the look and feel here gives you a good feel without spending a lot of money. A penny sleeve is a penny sleeve, and they are cheap, and it feels okay. The FFG, which I've gone to GameGenics, I think, and the GameGenics are not as nice as the FFG, the sleeves. Of course, there's Paladin, which I've used. Mayday makes a good sleeve, and you can buy them in 2 different sizes. You can get a premium sleeve. Matte is a good color sometimes, especially if you're, like me, if you're doing something under the lights. If you've ever seen these in the lights, you can get blinded, and it drives me absolutely bananas. So this is something you can look at if you want to sleeve or not sleeve. Most stores have a great selection. If you don't, I know that most game stores have them. In Canada, Imaginarium has a great collection. That's out of Quebec City. 401 Games is not as good. They tend to be missing a lot and sold out. Those are the 2 stores I mainly use in Canada. And my local game store, of course, has them when I really, really need them. But I've been starting to buy them. If you get into collecting like I do, I've started to buy 10, 15 packs at a time because it's just easier. Okay, next up, well, this one. I'm new to this one. This is a Stack and Save. Or Stack and Safe. So these is a deck holders, and I had some ideas around this, though the size is bigger than a normal box. So, but I still might use it as a holder for a game because if I set it off to the side like that, I can put 6 decks in it. It's a cheaper solution to some of the things like Broken Token and things. And talking about that, there are solutions out there for some games. Broken Token is one. Those are hard to get. I can't remember the name, but if you go to your game store or 401 Games or Imaginarium, In the accessory sections, you can often find storage solutions, and they're specific to games, and they are sometimes wood, which is like Broken Token. Sometimes they're foam core, and the foam core tends to be cheaper, and it makes for a great solution because you put it all together and it fits in the box. It's designed specifically for the box of the game that you have purchased. I have a few of them. Gloomhaven is sorted out like that because if you don't, in a big game like that, I would cry. So Gloomhaven has that kind of a setup. My Arkham Horror second edition, it does too. So does my Eldritch Horror. So both of those have solutions just because of the amount of cards to do. But I haven't used this yet, but I thought I might find a use for it, even if it's just doing that. Talking about that, foam core. Yeah, if you have an X-Acto knife and a glue gun and a mat, I use this for Arkham Horror because they have all these little wee decks. So I just whip this together. It looks like hell. It doesn't look too bad under the lights. And you can just put your decks in here, and then you just put it at the top of your table, and you don't have to worry about it sliding all over the place because I sleeve so things slide. So there are a lot of people who do their own foam core. In fact, my role player is sitting in its own foam core custom-made solution that I built. In some cases, some games, if you check at Board Game Geek, you will see those plans. So people have gone to great lengths to share their plans on certain games. So, of course, you can use, if you have a 3D printer, you certainly can print a 3D printer. But I can whip this up in about 45 minutes. And if I was to just concentrate on one, on my 3D printer, it's a 10-hour endeavor. So, just thought I'd throw that out on there. There's another thing that you can do when you want to organize your game and bring it to the table. So, just want a couple other mentions before we leave you with that. And maybe one of these days we'll organize a game together. But these types of things are very, very handy to have around. I'm starting to use them in videos to show where I am or some aspects because they show up and better. But these are good for counting, for marking cards, other things like that. You never know when you need them. In fact, I was playing just yesterday my Warhammer Quest, and I was using them to actually show which cards were tapped, only because it was easier to do that. You can buy meeples. I have some meeples laying around. Most of them are spread out on different games because I'll use meeples for scoring and other things. The other things that you can buy are cubes. I have bought my own 8mm and 10mm cubes that you can pick up from the Meeple Source in the U.S. You can buy from Amazon. Amazon, I think, sells a bag of 100 meeples for about $30 or something like that. Cubes run for 10 cubes is like $4 or something like that, and then so I will supplement cubes sometimes, and they're very handy to have around again when you're just looking for a marker. I often use these things also for life counters, but generally what happens is, and then I have my miscellaneous stuff that I've collected. So we have some extra standees. If you know what standees are, there they are. You put your little cardboard bits in them. These ones are specific to Gloomhaven. As you can see, it holds dice, and the little markers here have their condition counters. I use them for other things too. Certainly dice. All kinds of dice. Big dice, little dice. Go out to the yard and eat dice. These little dice are good for these particular counters. So I've been using them for when I played Jaws of the Lion as well. There we are. The handy things. Sometimes just some fun things. I had some ideas around replacing some stuff with, these are Whiz Kids. They think they're zombies. But I haven't used them. I'm not much into miniatures. I don't even use them when I play Dwellings of Eldervale. It's just those monster miniatures are. It's just as easy to put the cardboard on the table. I don't think I have anything else to show you here, how I organize my games. These are just bits and pieces of how I organize a game when I get a game and put it on the table. And so I hope that this short video, because I'm going to cut it off here at 13 minutes, it helps you think about how you're going to organize your game and get it to the table and play that game. Just let's just go up for some parting shots. I always love doing that because everything is opposite, and my brain doesn't work that way. Let's just go up and get some final thoughts here and let you guys go. So I hope that was helpful. If you have something different that you use and would like to share that with me, please put them in the comments below. I'd appreciate your insights to how you organize your game, and let me know what you do. And if there's products out there that I haven't seen before, please share them. If you like this type of a video where it's instructional as opposed to me playing a game for an hour and a half like I did the other day and bore you to sweet tears, I did that for myself, really. But let me know. Hit the like button. Subscribe. I really appreciate you subscribing. Subscriptions are, kind of help me develop, as well as let YouTube know that, I'm up and coming. And of course, hit the notifications, the bell, because if you don't want to miss this type of stuff, I'm going to try to do more of this type of stuff, just to show you how easy it is to get into a game. And in fact, I'm going to do a very instructional game, probably of a game I've owned, because I've got some gamers I'm going to teach tonight, and I thought I would do a quick video of the game that we're teaching. And so it'll be a little bit on the rules heavy side, but maybe what I can sort of do is give you an approach to how I look at games and how I learn a game. So for now, my name is Harry Jacobs. I am the North of 60 Gamer, and this is the North of 60 Gaming channel. I will see you next time. I hope you enjoyed this video.